DBE program authorities. There are regulations and provisions that the prime contractors and subcontractors must comply with. To begin with, we have the U.S. DBE regulations 49 CFR Part 26, and there are two contract provisions: the DBE in Federal Aid Contract Special Provision 007L and the Measurement and Payment Special Provision Item 9L. The local government DBE specification and contract provision includes the following parts: Advance Funding Agreement, Memorandum of Understanding, DBE Contract Goal, Good Faith Effort Provisions, Records and Reporting Requirements, Commercially Useful Function Evaluations, and Sanctions on failure to comply with DBE requirements. So I highly recommend that you review the DBE contract provision, become familiar with these parts. The Memorandum of Understanding and Advance Funding Agreement. The Federal Highway Administration has determined that a local government must operate under TxDOT's DBE program even if it has its own program already approved by US DOT. Participation in TxDOT's approved DBE program requires the execution of a Memorandum of Understanding between the local government and TxDOT. This can be accomplished through reference to the MOU in the Advance Funding Agreement executed by both parties, but eventually should be accomplished by a joint execution of a MOU by the LG and TxDOT. Local governments are encouraged to contact TxDOT's Civil Rights Division for assistance on the MOU or AFA. DBE program responsibilities. These next slides will cover some of our stakeholders in the DBE program and their responsibilities. TxDOT receives federal financial assistance from US DOT through programs of the FHWA, FAA, and FTA. And as such, TxDOT becomes a recipient of federal funds and is responsible for administering its DBE program and is legally accountable for expenditures of US DOT financial assistance. Local governments, prime contractors, subcontractors, suppliers, manufacturers, and consultants all become subrecipients of US DOT federal funds when they enter into federally assisted contracts, subcontracts, and agreements with TxDOT. Now, as subrecipients, the local government, subcontractors, suppliers, and consultants must affirm that they will carry out the DBE obligations and will work with TxDOT and the federal government in the review of activities under the contract. So the takeaway with this slide is that we have a shared responsibility in administering the DBE program requirements, beginning with the primary recipient, TxDOT, and then its subrecipients. At the next tier, we have the local governments, and in the third tier, we have the prime contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers. Now, another key stakeholder is the Civil Rights Division, and these are the responsibilities for the Civil Rights Division: to develop TxDOT's DBE program plan, to set specific contract goals, to provide training on DBE program requirements, processes, and procedures, and also to provide support and guidance to our districts, our divisions, and subrecipients. This is an organizational chart of the Civil Rights Division, and you'll see that we have several sections. On the left, you'll see federal programs, and under federal programs, we have a certification team that actually certifies DBE. Next, we have a compliance section. That's a section that Mary and I work in, and we are responsible for developing policy and guidance for DBE compliance. The next section you'll see is statewide outreach and reporting. They're the team that actually assigns DBE goals to projects. TxDOT District. TxDOT has divided the state into 25 district offices. They oversee the construction of state highways. They are the initial and primary contact for local governments. They provide oversight and support for local government projects during different stages of the project. They also monitor contractors' compliance with the DBE program requirements. Their responsibilities. TxDOT districts actively maintain oversight responsibility during construction to ensure projects are administered in accordance with approved policies, procedures, plans, and specifications. Their responsibilities include provide general oversight and DBE program technical support. They're to meet with the local government liaison to make sure he or she understands the local government's DBE contract administration responsibilities. They also instruct the local government to use the local government DBE compliance monitoring checklist, Form 2658, to document compliance with the DBE program requirements during the course of the project. They obtain DBE monthly progress report, Form 4903, from the local government, even if the DBE goal is 0. And they also conduct an audit of the local government federally funded projects with an assigned DBE goal. So one thing I'd like to bring to your attention is the Form 2658. This is a new form that the Civil Rights Division has developed, and it's a checklist for LGUs to monitor the DBE requirements on that project. The LG will complete this checklist and will make it available to the district when the district actually conducts an audit of the project. Let's talk about the local government staff responsibilities. The local government must administer the contract and ensure the contractor and subcontractors abide by the DBE requirements. LG responsibilities include execute the AFA and MOU, accept the DBE commitments for review and approval, including good faith efforts, conduct the pre-bid, project coordination, and pre-construction meetings that include pertinent DBE compliance information, receive monthly progress reports from the prime contractor, monitor change orders and impacts to the DBE contract goal, and receive, review, and approve requests for termination and substitution. In addition, the local government staff responsibilities include to conduct a minimum of 1 CUF review on all DBE firms and maintain CUF records. Receive, review, and approve requests for use of joint checks. Receive the prompt payment certifications from the prime contractors to ensure compliance with the prompt payment provisions. Receive the final reports from prime contractors and determine if the project DBE goal and race-conscious commitments were met, and enforce administrative remedies if the prime contractor did not provide evidence of good faith efforts. Let's talk about the prime contractor responsibilities. The prime contractor is responsible to report monthly payments to DBE subcontractors and suppliers. They're to ensure DBE subcontractors perform the CUF on the project. The prime must monitor change orders and impacts to the DBE goals. They make prompt payments to DBE and non-DBE subcontractors. The prime submits termination and substitution request. They submit a DBE joint check approval request, and they communicate with the local government personnel and seek guidance regarding DBE compliance.